Hi everyone, it's Diana from Catherine Diana Studios, and I apologize for my absence. I've been involved with a couple of charitable organizations over the last about a year now, and I've been so busy I haven't had time to do hardly anything. So I'm back, and I'm thrilled to be able to share with you some items I'm getting ready to list on my Etsy site. This is the first of a series, Boho series that I have, and I'm also going to list a couple of Christmas journals, and I'm going to list some darling little smaller envelope journals with a kind of a vintage twist to them, vintage theme. They're just so cute. So I'll have those videos. I'm going to try and get those done tonight and get them going too, because working for nonprofits all this year, I haven't made a dime, so I got to get caught up because Mama's got bills to pay. So anyway, so this is the first in the Boho series, and this is the blue one. I also have a kind of rusty brown color, orange, yellow, pink, green, and purple. I think that's it. So anyway, so and they're all very similar, but yet they're very different. So so this is what she looks like. The cover looks like now, but what it looked like beforehand was just like that. That's just the back. So I wanted to show you that. So I added this lovely kind of animal print. Sorry, I've got some shadows here. I'm in a new studio and I have different lighting, and I'm getting a little frustrated with it. I'm having a hard time, so I have to change my lighting setup, and I will be doing that soon. So it has this beautiful animal print type paper here, and this beautiful young lady. I absolutely love her and the textured paper that she was printed on, and a stamp from my stamp collection from when I was a kid. I inherited this when I was a teenager back in the 70s, and I have a big stamp collection, and they don't have any particular value, so I use them. And then there's some paper here that was torn from a book from the 1920s or 30s. That's about 19th century French literature. So I put that in there too. And of course there's some flowers, a little bit of stickling and on some of the flowers and such. So I love this cover. And there's two little secret hiding spots, tuck spots. There's one here, so if you want to hide anything in there, the little secret hidey hole right there. And there's one here, and this one's a little bit bigger, so and much deeper. So there you go with that. And then you open to the first page, and we have this cute little, I guess you'd call it a tag. I don't know, card tag, whatever. You can journal on the back here. This page as well. This is just some scrapbook paper, and you can journal on the back. I did a little bit of stenciling on there just to get rid of the starkness of the white. And then this one as well. I love this pattern. This is just so pretty. So we have that, and then on this side I have this cute little altered paper clip that I made, and I don't. Hopefully you can see without getting glare. I'm seeing glare. I don't like that. There we go. I can't really pick up any of the sparkles off of the little gems, but anyway, I thought that was super cute. So anyway, altered paper clip. You can put it anywhere, pin anything in. There's this lovely journaling paper, as well as this paper too, and you can journal on the back, and you can write on this as well. Most of the pages in here are plain like this, just have a little stenciling done, so there's plenty of room to journal on there. And then here is just a little I don't know what you'd call it. I just did a little cutout here, and some fussy cut flowers from some vintage gift wrap, and then this cute little butterfly was a little sticker and some lace. So let me get that back on there. There we go. So there's the front two pages, and then we have this cute little file folder here. I thought that was darling, so you can journal on the inside here as well. And then I made this cute little envelope, and I was inspired. I saw a picture on Pinterest, and I don't know where it came from originally. You know, that kind of is hard with Pinterest. You don't always know exactly where they came from. So just some lace and a little flower and a little cutout. I think this is a K & Company butterfly, and this came from some scrapbook paper or a sticker. I think it was paper. Anyway, so it's just a little fold-out little envelope for journaling. And then I made this little card here, which I love gardening and I love birding. So I included all of them. You journal on the back as well, and of course you can journal here, and I stenciled this page as well. So that's that side. And then on this side, oh, here we go. Let me put that back. My camera stopped a minute ago, and I had to start it up and forgot to put that back in. I don't know if you can see, this is blue and really pretty green metallic paper. The green is metallic, so I think you can see like so. And it's just lovely. So I know I'm seeing reflections there, but it's really, really super pretty. And this is I think this is a Tim Holtz butterfly. And then this cute little journal pages. Wherever I have journal pages, there's usually several pieces so that you have lots of notes. And I love the little, they call them toucans, birds, the Fruit Loops birds. So we've got that, and this lovely paper here. You can journal on the back. Actually, I should probably do something because that is pretty white. So I think that I'm going to put that aside. Well, I'll leave it sticking up, and I'll stencil the back there. And then there's some more paper here to journal in, as well as back here. And again, more stenciling was done there, and I can get that in there. And there's room in here to stuff more of your own little goodies that you want, photos and notes and letters, cards, whatever you have. So here we have a obvious eyelash trim, which I used in the front as well, and a chipboard butterfly. I believe this is K & Company. I made this darling little tag here. These are K & Company, and I believe they're, what's her name? Susan Wingett. This is her artwork. And here's some more stamps from my original stamp collection from when I was a kid, and just some little lace to go across, and part of that book, that 19th century book, and then just a little stenciling there, and you can journal on the back here. And I love this because it picks up all these different colors here, and they all complement each other, and you can journal on the back here as well as journal there, and stuff all kinds of goodies here into these pockets. If I can get that in there a little bit better, and I'm trying so hard not to bump the camera. This is just a tag you can journal on here. It's decoupaged, and I got these napkins at Tuesday Morning, and the company, I think it starts with an M, and for the life of me I can't remember. They have a little I'm sorry about that, like the little elephant symbol on them. So that's what this piece is. Made this tag just from a cutout from some vintage gift wrap, a little bit of lace. You can journal here, and of course journal on this paper here. Several pieces here, a couple pieces, and back here. And I put this in because this is this belly band here it's got a lot of room to expand, and so I don't have a lot in here to leave room for your things to be added, and they were kind of sliding out, so I took a piece of paper and folded it over multiple times to get a little more bulk, to make it tight enough so things wouldn't come flying out. So did a punch here. This is a Martha Stewart punch. Put little stickles on there. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on that. There's stickle shimmer on the there we go, on the dragonfly, and so I just copied it over here. Can you see that? There it is. I can see it there. So there we go. And then this centerpiece. This is just a stencil that I did, and you can write on each page, as well as these cute little cards. They're both the same, stenciled on the back, so you can journal there, and these journaling papers here. I love these. I get these at Tuesday Morning, and I just love them. They're in these darling little notebooks, so I just take pages out and put them in because they match so beautifully. And then made this tag here. Couldn't tell you where any of this came from because I don't remember. And you can write on the back here. It's not as easy because it's a darker paper in the back. That's the original scrapbook paper, the back to it. But and I could have put maybe some tea-dyed paper or something on there, but I went ahead and left it because the pattern's pretty and it matches really nicely. And if you use, a felt tip type pen like so, obviously this is a artist pen, but any kind of, those Paper Mate and Flair markers, any kind of marker, I'm sure you'd be able to see it if it was a dark ink. So there's that. And then I have a lot of these little cards scattered throughout here. I used to teach scrapbooking and, and beading and kids craft classes at a national, well, it's international too because they're in Canada as well, but at a national craft store chain. And so I happen to work in the biggest store in the capital city of that state. I'm now living in another state, and that's why I have a different studio. And they always had in their like dollar area where it's $1, $3, $5 items, these beautiful pattern note cards and such. So I have a boatload of them. Some of these are about 10 years old. 8, 10 years old, maybe 12 years old, but I just loved them, and I'm so happy to be able to use them and share them, and I'm keeping one each for myself because I just love them. So this is a beautiful pattern. It's got a little bit of glitter on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to stop this glare, and apparently that's not going to happen. So you can write inside, write on the back as well. And then there's this paper as well. And I like this because I've done a lot of coaching over the years and encouragement and working with kids, especially teenagers, and to encourage them to pursue their dreams. And so I love this, turn dreams into plans. So that's some encouragement there. And then of course, there's this paper here that's also been stenciled, can be written on. This is a altered paper clip, so that'll just pop off if you want to remove it and clip something. Sorry, I just moved the table again. Here's another one of, a little piece of something from, it looked like eyelash trim from another project. And here's another one of those cards. I believe I got this at the craft store that where I worked as well, and there's some glitter on there and such. She's just darling. So a nice little notepad. And I included this. I found in my stash these old-fashioned, I remember these, message pads, because all you youngsters, before there was voicemail and all those kinds of things, this is how we got our messages. So at work. So there's that. And then I have this paper here too with just a sweet little bird on there, and it's lined paper, and there's several pages there. So there's that. And this, like I mentioned, is detaches, but this does not. So here's another of one of those little cards. I think this is also a Studio 18. Yeah, I love their cards. So I believe I got this at the company where I worked, and there's some glitter on here. I don't know if it's picking it up very much. I'm trying to get it to pick up the glitter without picking up the glare, and I'm not doing a very good job. But the I guess that would technically be a moth. It has glitter on it too, and it's really pretty. So it's a nice little journal card. And then we have this beautiful paper here too. Write with a thick marker, and I think it would be fine to be seen. And then, of course, you can always journal on this page. And this pocket, again, has lots of room in there. You can stuff all kinds of goodies in there. And the same for this belly band. There's lots of room. So, made this envelope. This is with some napkin pieces. I believe this came from the same napkin. Again, this is a Tuesday morning thing, and I think it's that same company. Those of you who shop there, I'm sure you know that brand, and they have just gorgeous napkins. So did a little stamping, and this is from Distress Oxide paints, where you just, wipe them on and get some color going. And inside is some lovely journaling paper, and I think I got this one. I think this one came from the dollar store, but I don't remember for sure. Dollar Tree, I guess is what you call it. So there's that, and then some more journaling paper, and of course you can write on this paper as well on the back. And the last pages, some more note pads, and I get these also from Tuesday Morning. They have lovely papers. This is a vintage style postcard with some napkin pieces decoupaged on, and a stamp from my stamp collection. I'm realizing I should be showing you this way. Sorry about that. From my stamp collection from when I was a kid, and this stamp, I can't remember what brand stamp it is. I have a couple of them, and they all look so much alike. And I don't recall. I don't recall, because some of my stamps are much older, and not all of them have names on them, from way back in the day. And so here's this as well. You can journal on the back if you'd like, and I just love the colors. They all kind of go together there. And we've got this cute little envelope that I made just from a book page, and this is a tissue, you know, the type of tissues from the packs that you put in your purse. So that's where that came from, and I believe I got these at Pier 1 a couple of years ago. And then this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that's on the flap. And then this gorgeous, gorgeous gal here, Mermaid. She's also paper from Tuesday Morning. And then there's this, and a lot. This I think this is K and Company. There's a lot of, I believe that is too, K and Company papers. I love their papers. And this is an older pad, but you know, working at the, I almost said the name of the company, and I don't know if I should. It's not very hard to figure out what company I work for though. But let me tell you how much scrapbook paper I have. I kept telling them, don't pay me, just give me gift cards, because I'd work and I'd spend my money there. And thank goodness I had a real job. Not that it wasn't a real job, working at Michael's, because it was, but it was my second job for fun. And I needed the bigger job to help fund my crafting habits. But I have so much paper and beads. I have discontinued beads from this company that are just out of this world. And I look at them, and I've got this massive cabinet, and I'm like, you know, I really need to like liquidate these things, because there's so many. You know, I just have so much. So, but anyway, there you go. So it's a just wonderful journal. I love it. It's nice and thick, and it's got lots of room. You can add so much more. And you know, it's just a pamphlet stitch to bind this lovely lady. So there you go. So this is the first in the Boho series. I hope you like it. I'm going to get it listed on my Etsy site tonight or tomorrow. And I just noticed I'm kicking the table again. Not meaning to. So anyway, I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you all so much. Hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will be seeing you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.